ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Murdle Mystery. Today is the mystery of the small hole. Deductive Logical's magnificent eyebrows were raised at the sight of the latest crime. A sweet old lady had been killed at a posh ski resort. And here are the things you should know. We got Judge Pine, Azure, and the Dean as the suspects. The weapons are the ice pick, the poison hot chocolate, and the flare gun. Then the locations are the woods, a ski lift, and the lodge. And finally, we have the motives. The motives are to hide an affair, which I never seen before, to rob a victim, and to break into the industry. Okay. So each suspect brought one weapon to one location, and each had a motive to kill. But only one was a murderer today. Logical, as always, started with what he was certain about. And their evidence state that the ice axe was clearly used to commit the crime. So we do know how. We just gotta figure out who, where, and why. So we have a decoder that we cannot decode. The person who wanted to hide an affair was on a ski lift. That's what it says right here, according to the messenger. So the person who wanted to hide an affair is at the ski lift. So at least I don't have to use my notepad for this. The suspect who wanted to rob the victim had a weapon made at least partially of wood. So let's figure out which one is that. This one has wood. This one just has liquid stuff. And this one's made of metal. So that means that the ice pick is like it's made of wood. And now we found out why would the person did this is because they wanted to rob the victim. So we're off to a great start. So either the flare gun was at the lodge or Bishop Azure was with a grove of pine trees, which means either the flare gun was in here, or if Bishop Azure was at a place filled with pine trees, which is this one, the woods. The problem is that it cannot be both. So I'm putting a question mark. So the dean did not want to break into the industry. So that means that the dean didn't do these things. He was not the culprit. Whoever wanted to rob the victim was a Gemini. Ooh, so we're about to figure out who did it. The only way we could tell is if this person is a Gemini. So Judge Pine is a Taurus, Bishop Azure is actually a Gemini, and the Dean is a Virgo. So that means that the Bishop is the one who did it. So he's the one who wanted to rob the victim, which means that the Dean is hiding an affair and was at the ski lift. And Judge Pine wanted to break into the industry. So now we know for sure. Plus, let's see. Plus, we do find out that Bishop Azure had the pickaxe. That's one thing. Bishop Azure has the pickaxe because he was a Gemini. And he's probably the one who did it. So he wanted to rob the victim, and he was a Gemini. So that means that he is the murderer. But now we gotta figure out where it all took place. So let's try to put these together. So this could only mean that he doesn't have the flare gun. That means not the flare gun. This means that right now Bishop Azure. This is going to be a tricky one because we don't know exactly where. We don't know exactly where he did it from. And I got distracted because, the Dean has the flare gun. The Dean may have the flare gun. Judge Pine was clearly driven to break into the industry, which I already know that. Um, let's see. The dean. Let's see. Did he have the hot chocolate or the flare gun? Bishop Azur was standing in the woods, so that means that he was at the woods, and that there's no flare gun, in the lodge. So this can mean only one thing. We may have figured out it was Bishop Azur with the ice axe in at the woods, and his motive is to rob the victim. The question is this the right accusation? Let's find out. And it was. It took about 5 minutes and 47 seconds, but either way, the case has been solved. And that is it for today's video, and thanks for watching.